Hello everyone, my name is Andras and I studied mathematics at Cambridge. Today I'll be teaching you how to think like an Oxford student. How do you answer a university level mathematics problem? Using the TIPS technique, I will show you how to answer a past interview question for Oxbridge mathematics. So this is the question. Prove by contradiction that when z squared equals x squared plus y squared has whole number solutions, x and y cannot both be odd. And here is my thought process for solving it on the whiteboard, or paper which you will be given at interview. Okay, so the first thing that I notice is the fact that we've got three variables, so likely we'll need some algebraic manipulation. I mean, you could argue that could also be Pythagoras, but I think for the question it's easier here to go by that. Then the question itself is telling us that we're going to need to use proof by contradiction, which is quite a key technique, and it also tells us about odd numbers, so I think we're probably going to need to use odd numbers somewhere in the proof, because that will be key to finding if the statement is false or not. So the way I think I'm going to tackle this is to do some algebraic manipulation using proof by contradiction. So first thing I'm going to say is, okay, well, let's assume the statement is false. So this means that x and y can both be odd in this case. So we'll define x and y as odd numbers because that makes sense if they're both odd. So let x be 2m plus 1 and y equal to k plus 1, for example. Now, my next thought would be let's try substituting this in. So we get z squared, and I'm going to sort of just skip a couple of working out steps to say that that is 4n squared plus 4n plus 4k squared plus 4k plus 2, which is of course the 2 plus 1's added together. Now, key thing I notice here is we're considering odd and even numbers, but this is even. So surely that means that we can write this that z is an even number, in this case 2, multiplied by some constant, which is 2n squared plus 2n plus 2k squared plus 2k plus 1. Now, the thing on the right is odd, but we have that z squared is a multiple of 2 multiplied by something that is odd. So when we take square roots of both sides, this root 2 will never be multiplied by another square root of an even number to rationalise, and therefore z would be irrational. But as we've already defined z as a whole number, this presents a contradiction. And that's how you solve an Oxford interview question using TIPS. My name is Andras, and I've just taught you how to think like an Oxford student.